Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. Okay, guys, can I tell you real quick? I am like, is it MacGyver? 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 It's like the person who makes something to fix something out of nothing. And my shirt was feeling a little baggy. So I took a little zip tie and I zipped it up. I feel like I'm like Jessica Simpson right now in Dukes of Hazzard, where I'm just like, woo! Because I have my little like belly button out and stuff. Anyways, back to it. All right, guys, we are going to go over a few of the things that Billie Lee addressed from our conversation with Kyle Chan and also Victoria Lee Robinson. Again, I think that I just want to kindly like remind everybody this is legitimately entertainment. It is not that big of a deal. You really don't have to pick a side. You just don't. If you want to, then it's fun, sure. But it's all cotton candy drama. There are bigger things happening in the world. One. Two, I don't have a dog in this fight. So I think it's fun to just talk about it. I'm not best friends with Billie, not best friends with Victoria, not best friends with Kyle. I wish them all the best. Victoria and Kyle have been nice to me. And that's kind of that. So yeah, moving forward, I just want to talk about what she has to say and sort of dissect it with you guys. And that's exactly what we're about to do. So pop off in the comment section. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So obviously, in that conversation that we had with Victoria Lee Robinson and Kyle Chan, there were a lot of things that were said. A lot of things, no things, some things. Like it was kind of all over the board, but you guys know you watched it. Billie Lee allegedly wanting Tom Sandoval's sperm so she could have a baby. Billie Lee allegedly spreading a rumor about Kyle Chan trying to, from what the rumor was, potentially drug him in order to take advantage of him. And they also accused Billie Lee of trying to, even Tom Sandoval, get the group to not be there for each other so she could have Tom Sandoval to herself. Now, I'm like one of those people where I listen to all sides of the story because I feel like there's three sides to every story. And I think that there's a lot of pain in this. And obviously, with a lot of pain, you're going to paint the story in your way on all sides. So now I want to hear what Billie Lee's rebuttal is. Here we go. I'm going to play a clip from Billie in the Kid podcast. Guys, definitely go check it out. Victoria's lies.
Where do we start with this? Oh my God. Obviously, that live they did was a hot mess.
I feel like we're in court right now.
I know.
We're literally
I
like,
know.
let's go over the allegations.
While this live was happening, I was chiming in, being like, that's a lie. That's a lie. I was like, they're literally doing me a favor. I do have a
You're so
receipt of
sad.
Tom being like, hey, Victoria broke up with me again. And then immediately was like, oh, never mind, laugh out loud. I'm
Hilarious.
showing that
Right.
receipt because they broke up all the time.
The crazy thing too is that if you were such an isolator, why did Tom and I never fight? We fought one time because he went to go and pick another up instead of drive me home at like 1 a.m. in the morning.
Yep.
When I lived like 2 miles away. I was like,
Mhm.
can you drive me home? So I walked.
He definitely has already cheated on Victoria several times.
Just so people know what I'm looking at right now, Billie's camera roll is literally all these insane screenshots.
Oh, I was on
All
set for
receipts.
12-hour
No,
days.
they're all receipts.
Wait. Okay. So this is kind of why I just don't love how do I say? I don't love getting in social media feuds or anything like that because I feel it's just back and forth. It's tit for tat. You're not going to get me without me getting you back. And if I got you, then you felt like you got, which means you're going to get me back, which it's going to be like, it's like a ping pong match, which is really exhausting. But some people live for it. They love it. They love the mess and they act like they do on social media. Then they go home and they just like crawl into a dark hole, deep depression because it's not normal. It's not normal to tit for tat all the time and want that fight. But this is another tit for tat with Billie Lee defending herself. And She said that they were lies. Okay. She didn't really elaborate on that, but what she did say was Tom Sandoval is a cheater, which we already knew that. You know, with Sandoval, but also that he has cheated multiple times on Victoria Lee Robinson, which, as you guys know, that's going to go crazy because Victoria Lee Robinson said on our channel that she is not Raquel. This is not verbatim, but she is not Raquel and that he wouldn't do that to her. Well, next one.
Tom Schwartz, he got on Brittany
Yes, I will
and
talk about that.
Jax's podcast, and
Yes.
he called you a liar. Did you ever lie
Never.
to him?
I think the biggest liar was him. He lied to me. He lied to production. He lied to Andy. He lied to Lisa. He lied to everyone about my relationship. It's consistently with Katie. Even it's like constant. And
I don't like how he was fucking you, loving you, liking you, but then like not telling people. Because I have been a secret as a trans woman. I've been a secret a lot of times, and it's one of the most uncomfortable things. I don't know if you guys can ever been a secret.
I'm too loud to be a secret.
That's very true.
That's actually I'm too loud to be a secret. That was actually the first time I thought she was funny, and not a diss against her. Sometimes I'm like, Billie, what are we doing here, girl? But last but not least, this is the last clip I'm going to play. Hold on.
I know you know this, but let's just talk about how this lie came about. There was a situation where Victoria found a text message she saw a text message from Kyle, and Kyle was like, oh, is she having one of her tantrums or a manic episode again? It was something, I don't know word for word. So we were downstairs in the kitchen. This is what she was talking about in the kitchen. When she found the text, she said, Billie, I need to talk to you about something. This was in the kitchen. She's like, I think Kyle's fake. And I think he's in love with Tom. And I said, well, funny you should say that because T told me the exact same thing. She thought Kyle was fake and that he was in love with Tom. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, have they ever messed around? And I said, no. And she's like, are you sure? And I was like, one time when they first met, they got fucked up on drugs like we normally do. Maybe it was at a festival. I don't know. And he hit on Tom. That's all I said. He got fucked up on drugs and he hit on Tom. And
everyone flirts when they're on drugs at a festival. That cancels out.
Exactly.
Literally.
Like, and Tom's clearly not offended by it because he hangs out with him. He's best friends with him.
He loves it.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Tom loves when people hit on him.
It's also funny to hear someone be like, made these allegations and saying that they're fake. That's what they're saying about you, that you're in love with him and you're the fake one. It's like, it's flipping. It's the exact same.
When I watched this, I was like, they literally took everything and flipped it, which is crazy. But also, I've heard that come out of Tom's mouth as well. Like, literally, I would not lie about this. Tom, after they came back from Vegas, Kyle and him went to Vegas. I'm not sure if this was for BravoCon or what, but he was like, yeah, when he takes Ambien at night, he doesn't remember, and he gets a little, zesty, gets a little flirty, which is fine. Like, yes, when you're on Ambien, you don't remember. If you don't hit the pillow quickly, you do not know what is going on.
Never let Kyle loose on Ambien in Vegas.
Yeah, it's just like you're fighting the drug. That's why.
Yeah.
So like I've heard him say that too. It wasn't like it creeped me out. It wasn't like that. It was just like, yeah, I think it's funny. Like,
yeah, and like Kyle has like a million pretty boys that look somewhat straight or act straight around him. Like that's very obvious to me. I mean, if you literally could just hang out with him one time and you would get that. But yes. He told you this.
Right. So Tom is a bad friend. He's saying these things behind Kyle's back. Kyle has no clue. I would not lie about this. Kyle just has no clue that Tom is shady.
Yeah.
Like Kyle's being a great friend right now, backing him up with his girlfriend who obviously could not have done the live alone because she can't speak. But so Kyle's being there and I just feel bad for Kyle because he's being such a good friend to Tom, does not know Tom is saying these things to his friends behind his back.
And I know you know this, but let's just talk about how this lie came about.
Okay. Well, I do have to say, from what I've heard, because I'm not going to sit through a whole podcast of Billie Lee and the kid. No shade. I just don't have time. I swear to God, that's exactly what it is. I just don't. So I like to get like the cliff notes on it. And she didn't say anything bad about me. So again, it just further shows that I don't talk in this fight. Hoy. All right, guys. Tomorrow, we have Kim from Bravo Breaking News joining us live at 12 p.m. Eastern for Hot Messy Topics, which I think will be a lot of fun. We have a lot of stuff going on in the next few weeks. I also think that I'm going to be throwing a big bash for my birthday. I'm not sure, but I'm looking into it in Charleston. And my birthday's on July 6th. So if that's the case, I want to make sure that everybody is able to come. As many people, well, the venue only holds like 200 people or something like that. But we'll be doing it at Lamar's and we would have a blast. Anyways, smash the like button. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that notification bell. And if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. See you later.